All right, this is a list of my investments I have available for me in the 401k. And what I do before I buy and sell is if I see the stock market up and down. So, for example, I watch the NASDAQ. If I see the NASDAQ down, which is down 1.4%, over 300 points, so that's a pretty significant drop, that tells me things are on sale. So, what I do first is I like to hit the 52-week high and low. And what I want to see is what do I have on an all-time high that I could rebalance. Whoops. So 52-week high, you can see the small cap funds and the mid cap funds are on all-time highs. I might want to reduce some of my shares and go find something to buy. So first off, I'll go look and see if small cap I think will be finishing on a high today, which I've already looked in the previous video and it's not. And same with the mid cap, it's going to be the same scenario. Um, so I would probably pull money from my money market. As you know, I tell you to pile money into the money market, and when you see stuff go on sale, then go ahead and buy. If I were young and I have been saving money and you weren't buying on the dips like I suggested all last year, you're down 300 points in the NASDAQ. I would watch for the end of the day and see how it closes. So, what is on sale? This looks like it's down the most 26% because the all time high was 48.32. But I'm heavily invested in this and I know better. I know that is not the truth. The truth is, I'm actually on an all time high at a price at 35.57. And that's all because of dividends. I'll do a different video and explain that. But I know from being an investor in this that I got a huge dividend check on this, and that's why the price is down. So that's not really on sale. The ones I most often trade are the tech funds, and one of them would be American funds because they have mostly Magnificent Seven in there, and also the this other one had Vanguard Growth I trade because it's usually well, it's mostly invested in the Magnificent Seven. So that's going to be your top 100 funds in the NASDAQ. So I would look at this at 1230 and see if it's down and maybe buy more. But I'm really only 2.5% from its all time high. So I'm not really off that much. I am up 49%. So I think there's room to go down. I do think it's going to go down though at the end of the day. And the reason why I think it'll be on sale today is if you click on this and you go check out the holdings in this fund, first off, you can see the chart. It's on an up. So it's kind of not making me want to buy, but it's really been pretty flat and not really making a lot of money for me. But it is invested in the major companies in the NASDAQ. So when I select the holdings over here, you'll see all the holdings that it's got. And again, number one thing you can probably guess, if at 1245 the NASDAQ is down, that's going to have a huge impact on all these since all these stocks are in the NASDAQ. So I can double check too. If I click on this, if the NASDAQ is down and all these are down, you will probably get this at a lower price. Okay, so 99% chance that if you buy this particular fund, it's going to be less than the fund that, it's going to be less than the closing price of yesterday. So again, this is not an ETF. An ETF you could trade and buy on the market just like a stock at any time of the day. With a mutual fund, it just has a price based on the closing price at the end of the day. So it tallies up everything. After the market closes, 3 hours later, it will release the mutual fund price, what it's currently at. So I may or may not buy this. I'm kind of holding to see what the NASDAQ does and what these top 10 holdings do. But you can see they're all on a down. I can for sure get a lower price than what it is today.